Alright, round 2 is started. We are up against Blue Skies J, and we have lost the die roll, so we're going to be on the draw here. And I was not able to find any deck list for Blue Skies J, so no idea what we're up against. And we draw a hand with one land. It's going to come into play tapped, a Utopia Sprawl, which cannot enchant the land because Utopia Sprawl can only enchant Forest. And then none of the auras will be able to cast, but I actually want to keep and just hope to draw a Forest. If we draw one Forest, that's all we need to do. Alright, looks like we're up against Mono Black Control, which is a terrible matchup for us, because they have edicts that get around Hexproof. But at least we drew our one forest that we needed to draw. Also, I think now we are up against the Jund Graveyard deck. I've played this deck and it's a very slow game because you have to do so much clicking, especially when you discard your zombie and then you need to pay its madness cost. There's just so many clicks you have to go through. A green mana. Alright, but we have a Hexproof guy in play, and when I played this deck, if it's the deck that does run these cards, and he already has an edict off the bat, so we get 2 for 1, which it certainly looks like it is. I think they only run 1 or 2 main deck edicts, but unfortunately our opponent has got the edict right off the bat, and now we are short on creatures. Looks like that was my opponent's plan by him grabbing the Bogle. But if we draw one creature, yes, this is certainly the Torch of Existence deck. And now what we have to do is we have to draw a creature before our opponent gets to 7 mana and can flash back the edict. So we've done that. Now we just hope that he does not have another edict. Well, this means he can no longer attack the fiend. So right now my opponent is at 4 mana, and this should be able to finish him off fairly quickly. So unless he's drawn an edict, we will win round 1. Game 1. Now, going into post board, we are up against 4 edicts. He tapped out like he was going to edict and conceded. So we're up against the graveyard deck, so we'll bring in the Relic. And let's see. Bring in Young Wolves for edicts, and bring in Ray of Revelation to hit Tortured Existence. Now what to take out? Take out a Hyena Umbra, a Monomorphose, it's always the hardest to figure out what to take out, not what to put in. More or less. 3 more cards. Guess I'll only run 1 Ray of Revelation. 2 more cards. I didn't bring in Young Wolf, so I take out a creature then. Take out a Ledgewalker. Oh yeah, one good thing that their deck has is it has the I'll keep in all the Hyena Umbras because they have the Stinkweed Imp, which will need first strike to get through the Stinkweed Imp's effectively Death Touch ability. And that way we'll also keep in the Aura Gnarlid. I'll just take out an Abundant Growth. And we're going to be on the draw here. Alright, I guess I'll just run 61 cards, see how well this works out for us. We can always change it up for game 3. Alright, seems like a fine hand if he has no edicts. Right, so our 1 creature and cross our fingers and hope. Alright, got another creature. And attack. Faithless Looting to help find him either an edict or a tortured existence. This is the main reasons why to play red in this deck over just the green is to get your Faithless Looting to help find your enchantment. No blocks, no siree. Copious Sprawl for white. Ethereal Armor on. I'll put it on the Gladecover Scout. Abundant Growth on the Forest here. Draw us a card, pump our Gladecover Scout. And hopefully draw a Rancor. I'll draw another Ethereal Armor, that's fairly decent. Now I can enchant both of them, but I would rather put them all on the Gladecover Scout. This way, if we get edicted, we only will lose 1 creature. If I enchant the Bogle and we get edicted, we lose a creature and an enchantment. So another Faithless Looting, which could easily draw him into an Edict or Tortured Existence. And now I will either just be hoping to draw either an enchantment that gives trample or creatures to just stand in the way of edicts. Now, one thing that I noticed about this deck when I was playing it is it does not run does not run rats. Alright, there's edict number 1. Does not run equipped rats. Green, Monomorphose, hopefully into a creature. Not into a creature. Alright. So our opponent is on 4 mana now. So when our opponent gets to 7, we will be getting edicted. So we have 2 more turns. Let's see. Duress. Alright, Duress will find Ray of Revelation, which she'll be able to see. We can still flash it back to destroy Tortured Existence. Our opponent's at 5 mana. And he got the other edict. Unfortunately, we did not draw our Young Wolf. That's a turn too late. Alright, our opponent is at 6 mana now. So he's 1 mana off from being able to use both of his edicts. And he discards a Tortured Existence. Well, there goes our edict protection. Maybe that would have been reason to hold that, but he could have done that at any time. So our opponent has us on a 3-turn clock, and he's 1 mana away from being able to flashback Chainer's Edict. So it's very, very unlikely we win this. Alright, now that our opponent is at 7 mana, and he can flash back these edicts, there's nothing that we can do to top deck our way out of this. So we'll just go on to game 3. Alright, I don't want to change this at all. The only thing I can think of is, should we bring in the Sledge Walker? Or we can just take out a card because we're at 61 here. Try taking out a Utopia Sprawl. Don't want to bring an Oblivion Ring. Well, maybe that is the call. It can take out a zombie, or it can take out Tortured Existence. But we're up against a deck running Edicts and Duress. That's really what we need to get around. So I will submit this and hope to draw a nice opener. That looks good. It has 2 creatures and it has Rancor. As far as the colors, our colors are clearly fixed, so looks like we won't be needing that Utopia Sprawl. He gets Tortured Existence right off the bat. I'll run out a Young Wolf. Next turn, I'll probably run out Rancor and Boba. I think they do place Doomblade, so I will not enchant the Young Wolf with the Rancor. I'll just get him for 1, and then go Monomorphos, Monomorphos, Bogle, Rancor. Green, green. Green, green. I could also go Bogle Elf and use Rancor next turn. Do I like that idea? I do. Just gets 1 more power of non-summon sickness in play right now. Our opponent has multiple Tortured Existences, but nothing to do with them. Looks like we should be winning this. Now, what can my opponent do to pull this out? I even think even if he got 2 of the Dredge creature that allows him to gain 2 life, he'll be effectively paying 1 black mana to gain 2 life. That, oh wow, Tortured Existence number 3. That is not the draws you want to get. Pretty bad draws over there. No Edicts. Oh wow, all 4 Tortured Existences. Good games. I played that deck 2 weeks ago, round 1 versus this deck. Bad matchup. I did plural by mistake there. Oh, in 8 cards, he drew all 4 tortured existences. And in game 1, he drew 0. And I'm familiar with that deck list, and since I know it does not run any rats, I don't mind running out these creatures. Alright, 2-0.